We are at Animal Kingdom today. Here we are, Rafikis Planet Watch. So today we're going to head on up there. Last train departs at 4:30.
Bienvenidos a bordo de Wildlife Express. Para que tengan un viaje seguro, manténganse sentados con las manos y brazos.
White rhino. These are the different times that they have here at Animal Kingdom, Rafikis Planet, to learn how to draw. So be here between those times and a little early to make sure you get a seat. We are now in the building. We are going to grab our paper and a pencil to learn how to draw. And today we are going to draw, I believe, Simba. So it's indoors. So you can see the person's going to be standing right there, and they have this screen so that we can see exactly what he's drawing. All right, so we went through this standby lane. They do have a lightning lane for this as well. And then when you sit down, they have these clipboards waiting for us in our seats so we can have a hard surface to work on. They also gave both of our kids a little packet of crayons and a coloring page. So they are already starting on that. Do you remember the bird's name? It's Zazu from The Lion King. Because today we're gonna draw Simba. The Animation Experience Conservation Station.
And today we are going to be drawing Simba from The Lion King. Yes, who loves Simba?
Woo!
Awesome, good. Most of you, that's good, that's good. And Walt used to bring live animals in the studio for his animators to work from, so they have more realistic animations, and of course be inspired by the actual animals their characters are based off of. So I should probably bring in a 400-pound lion then, right?
Yeah.
Of course, just let it loose in here, let you pet it, check its teeth, see what it had for dinner, yeah. Seems like a good environment to let lions into. I know, yeah. Well, there's only one reason why we actually can't bring a lion into this room. And that's because some of you might have cat allergies. Yes, we take cat allergies very, very seriously here. You could start sneezing, it would disrupt the entire class, and we don't want that. And for that one reason alone, we're not going to bring a lion in here unless you pet it. It's the only reason. No other reason at all. But we do have them over at Philtrum safaris. Not sure if they came out today or not, because it's been too cold. You did see them out there? Okay, good. So some of you did see them. Did you guys all see them? Awesome. Is there anyone that didn't make it to safaris today? Like you were like, oh, I don't need to see animals at an animal park. Anybody? Oh, a few of you. All right. Yeah, so if you want to see most of the animals, you go on safaris. That's where you see the lions and the elephants and the zebras and giraffes and hippos and all that kind of stuff. So if you haven't made it to safaris, go on safaris. We are drawing Simba from our 1994 classic, The Lion King. We are going to draw a circle. So unfortunately, you still get to draw some circles. So we're going to draw a little circle in here. If you want to learn how to draw really great circles, use your shoulder. Because your shoulder is a ball and joint, and it just naturally makes circles. We do the same thing over here. And these are going to be for his eyes, for the iris. Inside the iris, we want to get pupils, so we get to draw more circles. Yay. We're going to get a smaller one on the inside of that. Now, lions have pretty good eyesight. It's like ours during the day, but 6 times better than ours at night. It's quite better than us. And another one over here. And there are a lot of common misconceptions about lions. Things that we think we know about lions just because we've seen it in movies and TV shows or read about in fairy tales that are just false, plain false. We'll go over those in just a moment. We're going to add a glimmer of light into his pupils because he lives in a world of light. And wherever we're at with light, light reflects off of our eyes. You can look at your neighbor right now and see light reflecting off of their eyes. Just how that works. You have to be in pitch blackness, pitch darkness, in order for there not to be light reflecting off of our eyes. Then I'm going to darken around the glimmer of light. Then I'm going to fade out as I shade. Let's take a very glossy look. Yes, I'm sure all of you have heard that, right? Lions are the kings of the jungle. Yeah. Now, let me ask you this, class. How many lions do you think live in the jungle? Yeah, 0. 0 lions live in the jungle. Yes. If anything is the king of the jungle, it's a tiger, which is, of course, the largest cat on the planet and actually lives in a jungle. Lions do not. They live in the savannah. So they are not the kings of the jungle, nor are they kings of the forest. They're not that either. They don't live in the forest. Alright, we are going to draw the whites of his eyes. The whites of his eyes are going to curve around the outside of the iris, like a crescent moon shape. Curving around. And once you get that crescent moon shape in there, we're going to thicken up the top curve to show where his eyelids and his eyelashes are. He's got eyelashes because he's a mammal. Like so we thicken that up. There, and the same thing over on the other side. And add the whites of the eyes. Another common misconception is that, well, lions are hunters. And that hyenas are scavengers. And we actually show that in The Lion King. Well, it's actually the other way around in the wild. Lions are scavengers and hyenas are hunters. Yeah, so when lions go out to hunt, they're only successful at hunting about 20 to 25% of the time. They're not that great at hunting. So they have to rely on other predators to do the hunting for them. Other more efficient predators like hyenas. I don't know if you have a cat, but cats are lazy. So a lion will sleep 20 hours a day. They'll wake up, they'll look over, they'll see something hunting something else, and they'll go, well, as soon as that thing is done hunting that other thing, I'm going to go ahead and take that thing that other thing hunted. And as soon as say the hyena out there gets the kill, the lion, which is larger, will go out there, push the hyena out of the way, and take the kill. Curve down to the blue guideline and create these little funnels, and then fill them in. But yes, after The Lion King didn't do hyenas justice, unfortunately. So back in '94, when we put out The Lion King, people watched that movie and they went, oh, hyenas are gross. We should stop giving money to conservation efforts to help save hyenas. And because of that, conservationists have said that because of The Lion King, unfortunately, that set back efforts to save hyenas 30 years. 30 years, because people were so adamant that they hated hyenas because they were gross villains, that they would rather see them dead. Yeah. So it's a cartoon, guys. They were that affected by it that they didn't want to give money to save hyenas anymore. Pretty terrible stuff, but we're very affected by the movies that we watch. We're going to draw a little curve from the back of the eye. Stop halfway between the eye and the circle. Same thing over here. Just like that. Alright, now he has arches above his eyes. Now, actual lions don't really have that, but we add that to a lot of animated characters. You may notice in our repertoire of animated animal characters, we put arches above their eyes a lot, and that's just to break up the color scheme a little bit in their face and to make them look more expressive. So we're going to draw these arches. We're going to go from this tear duct over to this line, and we're going to curve up to the blue guideline, creating this kind of St. Louis arch, if you will, above his eye. like that from one side to the other. Arch over on the right hand side. I'm going to raise it up so I'll have a little bit more expression on that side, raising it just above the blue guideline a little bit and back down. Like that. Now, lions, and really most animals, do not have eyebrows. Mainly because their faces are covered in fur. That would make no sense. But we always add eyebrows to animated animal characters, once again so they can show emotions and expressions. We want Simba to be able to be happy, sad, angry, make all those human emotions that we make, so we can care about them the same way that we care about human characters in film. So we need to give them some eyebrows. So I'm going to draw a little curve across the top, thicken that up, and add some little pieces of fur at the top. Eyebrow. Over here, we'll have a raised eyebrow, giving us a little bit of people's eyebrow. Nobody's cooking. You're welcome. Sounds like maybe one person got all those references. Apparently, so hard that it freezes up your vocal cords. It's okay. Happens a lot. Alright, now lions have white pads underneath their eyes. It actually reflects moonlight. It helps them to be able to see better at night. So now we're going to go below the eye from this line to this line and draw a little curve below the eye. Just like that. Then we want to draw his nose, and we're going to go from the tear duct down to the blue guideline at a little bit of an angle. There and there. And from there, we're going to swing down to this short little blue guideline. Right there. And right there. Now he's got his nose leather. That's the wet part of the nose. And the nose leather is going to be shaped kind of like a boomerang. I'm going to hit this blue guideline, curve down. I'm going to curve that up a little bit higher on the right. And if you don't remember what a boomerang looks like, just think about it for a moment. It should come back to you. Thank you, thank you. Jokes don't get any better. Sorry, yes. Then we'll give him some nostrils. We're going to draw just this little sesame seed shape over here on the left. A little bit bigger on the right since you've got this raised up. So just like you stiffen a little bit on that side. And then we can shade those in. Like so. We'll go ahead and add a little wrinkle above the nose as well. Add a little wrinkle on the left-hand side. Two little curves. Okay. This is why. There's this line right here. We're going to go halfway between the nose and the mouth, or the nose and the bottom of the circle. And we're going to draw this little line. Now in cats, they have this little line connecting the nose to the mouth. Dogs, sometimes it's just like an indent in the mouth that curves up close to the mouth. That's called the philtrum. And what the philtrum does is it pulls moisture up from the mouth to the nose, and it keeps the nose wet, and keeps them healthy. So it's that line right there. From the bottom of this line, we're going to draw a little frowny curve. So for a moment, he's going to be a sad Simba. So we're going to go over to the left-hand side, and we're going to draw a little bit of color separation. The area around his mouth, the muzzle area, is a lighter color of yellow than his fur. So we're going to go from the tear duct and draw a little curve going down to the blue guideline here and here. Then from the blue guideline, I'm going to draw a curve over to the circle. This is actually the corner of the mouth. Right there. Over here on the right, I'm going to raise it up a little bit. Draw a little hook like that. Now, from the middle of this line, I'm going to draw a curve connecting back down to that frown. Turn that frown upside down. And the same thing over here. Now, another common misconception is a lion's roar. Now, you guys saw Dakari roaring in that video. Is that what you think of when you think of a lion's roar? Yeah, no, exactly. He was in there going, "Arr, arr." It was a low, guttural grunt. Well, that is actually what a lion's roar is. And it's very low, it's very loud, and you can hear it for about 6 miles away. But you guys are probably used to hearing like the MGM lion roar, right? Like that loud lion's roar. That is actually a tiger. Yeah, they actually overdub lions in TV shows and movies with tigers because it's a more majestic sounding roar. They do the same thing with eagles. Bald eagles don't sound like that. They use red-tailed hawks. Same goes with lions. They make that sound. So they overdub it with tigers. Imagine if you were watching an MGM movie. Think like James Bond. Turn on James Bond, and you hear this, and then it goes into yeah, it wouldn't be the same effect. So they use a tiger. We're gonna draw the chin. And I'm gonna swing down to the blue guideline. Now, when it comes to the Lion King, they actually didn't use lions, they didn't use tigers. They used a man named Frank Welker. He was the voice of Scooby-Doo and Fred on Scooby-Doo and
That's
Megatron
cool.
and thousands of other voices. And he just yelled into a garbage can. He provided every single line roar for every single line in the Lion King. Pretty impressive,
Wow,
right?
that's cool.
Alright, now we're going to add some fur to this chin. And we're going to do rounded off fur on the corners. We do rounded off fur for hero characters because, well, they're heroes. We want them to be cuddly. If we were drawing Scar, we'd do pointy. We'll do Maui stuff just to keep it all Disney. And we can draw an extra curve on the inside of the ear. She's got some floof in there. Just like so. And then we just need to go in and add a whole bunch of floof. So remember, we want to keep it rounded off, so we can go to the cheek first, because that's over the top of some things, and we can add some floof. Just little pieces of floof, little kind of letter J shapes going back and forth on the cheeks. We can go back over the ears. And get some little floof on the outside of the ear. There. And there. Freeze back over Maui's hook on the inside. That inside curve is a floof ball. You just have lots of floof all the way around. Lots of floof. And you may notice this on your own cats or dogs, that they have hairs covering their ear canals. This can keep the dust out. So you can draw 3 little hairs on the inside. There. And as cubs, they have a black ring around the outside of their ears that as they get older, that will move to the backs of the ears so you can fade in that ring on the outside of the ear. But as cubs, that's used as camouflage, so when they're hiding in tall grass, it protects them from predators. Which, when they're little, they do have predators. They do have things that want to eat them. Now he needs a huge flowing mane, right?
Nope. No.
Huge, massive flowing mane for tiny cub Simba? No, of course not. One person knows this. Fantastic. No, this is JTT Simba. I'm from Taylor Thomas Simba. Anybody have a JTT Tiger Beat poster in their locker when they were growing up? Anybody? No? Nobody? Oh, one person. There's always one. All right, well, we got to give him JTT hair. So we're going to go up to the top and just add this little JTT hair to the top. Now, adult Simba, which is of course Matthew Broderick, they used Bon Jovi as the model for the mane. Somebody must have been from Jersey. Find him. And then we're going to go ahead and trace back over the top. Now, he's a feline, and any good kitty needs what? Whiskers, exactly. So he's got 3 on the left. 1, 2, 3, and for some reason, 4 on the right. and they kept that consistent in the film. There you go. And look at that! You guys just do Simba. How do you feel? Yay! Anybody have fun? Yeah. Awesome. Well, sign your drawings. Be proud of what you've done. Now, we draw 9 classes a day, and we switch it up with 8 different characters a day. So you can come back and draw lots of different characters. Everybody from like Todd, Copper from Fox and the Hound, TikTok Croc, Heimlich, the beautiful butterfly, Timon and Pumbaa. But if you want to get really good, come back another day and take another Simba class. Because the more you draw the same thing over and over again, obviously, the better you're going to get. You know what that's called? Practice! And that's how you get good at stuff. So the more you can draw the same thing over and over, the better. It's kind of like if you're taking music lessons, you're not going to learn one song one day, come back another day and learn a completely different song, and then come back another day and learn a completely different song. Because then you're just going to be kind of bad at a whole bunch of songs. And the same thing goes with drawing. You want to draw the same thing over and over until you're really good at it. That's how you get good. Throw the date on there. Today is the 29th. And we always put dates on our artwork so you can track your progress as an artist from year to year, from drawing, and actually watch yourself improving. Alright, well thanks so much for drawing with me, guys. I hope you had a good time. Be sure to leave your boards against the back of the seats exactly how you found them.
This is the entrance of where we just did the drawing, the animation. And outside it has all of these animals on the top. So that was a very neat experience. That was a really neat experience. I'm so glad we were able to do it. It was a free experience here at Animal Kingdom that we got to draw Simba with an artist here at Disney. We really love that, and my kids both really love to draw, so though I'm so excited we were able to do this. And they have multiple times every day that you can come and draw a picture learning by an artist here at Disney World, and you can come multiple times and learn how to draw several different characters. Or if you come back and draw the same character multiple times, to draw that one character really well. We had a really great experience here. And so let's look at all of our drawings. This was my drawing of Simba. This was Owen's drawing of Simba. This was Nadia's drawing, beautiful. And this was Breda's drawing. We had a really great time doing that.
Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was really good.
I did too. I agree. We had a really great time here at Animal Kingdom drawing. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more upcoming videos. And now, it's your family time. Bye.